Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Conservation Diaries as we celebrate all the beautiful blooming trees of the Waterberg. These beautiful knobthorn trees are in full bloom and are dispersed along our countryside. You can actually see how many there are around with all those beautiful yellow tops dispersing upon the hillside. And one for sure way to tell it is spring without having to rely on a calendar is to look at this, the South African wild pear belonging to the Dombolo family in full bloom as well. And that's how you know, folks, it is spring in the Waterberg. So if it's spring, why not get out and go for a little walk? With one of our highly skilled trails guide. Here we have Eric and Daniel. These two guys have just discovered a batch of brew balls. Brew balls are left by either the dung beetle larva or more than likely dug up by a predator like a honey badger. It's very cool to watch a honey badger trot along and dig one of these up and have it for either breakfast or lunch. They're high in protein and not often seen actually, so it's nice that these guys discovered a batch of about 4 or 5 there. Our trails guides will take you along the path less traveled and will show you stuff that you don't often get to see on a vehicle. So that includes things like spoor or tracks, small shrubs, plants, a lot of medicinal uses for the plants, and a lot of rocks and that sort of stuff. Stuff that you usually just pass by on a vehicle. So we invite you guys to come here to the Waterberg, here at Lapalala, and join one of our highly skilled trails guide for a lovely hour or two in the bushveld. And these two big boys are up to their old tricks again, their old shenanigans. Another territorial dispute, and in fact pretty much the exact same area we got them last time on film, having the same sort of dispute. Although this time it is not a physical one, they were more sizing each other up, walking up and down, squaring each other off. I think the last time these two guys had a bit of a physical confrontation, it was very physical, and both of them walked away with significant superficial injuries to their faces and backs. So I'm sure they don't want that again, and they remember that from last time, and this time was not so physical. After a little bit of up and down walking and squaring each other off, they decided to enjoy the morning sun a little bit and have a rest in the sun before the young male decided he had also enough of this silly dispute and was going back west. He generally stays in the west, and that's how we know it's his territory. So I'm sure he'll be back at some stage, and I'm sure this dispute is far from over. A lovely sighting of the Hopewell female cheetah and her young cub way up in the northern part of the game reserve, the Buffalo Pools area. This footage was shot courtesy of our guide Daniel, and beautiful footage at that. Lovely golden hour. This young cub getting more and more confident every day, sharpening her little teeth on this tree here. It's lovely to see her confidence building, and I'm sure in no time we're going to see her hunting with her mother. From all of us here at Swallow, where conservation never stops, we'll catch you all next time.